The window to fix AI security flaws is narrowing. Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei says that Chinese AI models will catch up in just 6 to 12 months. He issued that warning during a conversation with JPMorgan Chase's CEO Jamie Dimon that I hosted just yesterday, moderating with him. Amodei also signaling that some software as a service companies will likely go bust. Take a listen.
I think individual SaaS companies, it's very possible for them to lose market value, go bankrupt, completely go bust, but it depends on the response, right? I think there are incumbents today that are going to see very clearly, we have a lot of moat here, the moats here are going away, we're really going to pivot, and we'll do better than we did before. And there are others who are not going to pay attention, who are going to be blindsided, and they're going to have a really bad time.
I asked Dimon if all the spending in the area, potentially $1 trillion over the next year, makes sense.
The way I look at it is that in total, it will make sense. If you want to try to pick the winners and losers, you will have a hard time. So there will be losers and there have to be winners. Or people said, I told you so and stuff like that. But the technology itself is so powerful, it's worth $1 trillion of investment. And the investment is way beyond that, by the way. It's in chips, it's in wires, and it's in hardware and all these other various things. Right. So, but technology tends to pay for itself, just not in a straight line.
We also talked about the theme of AI regulation and the idea that the White House could take steps to vet models before they're released as part of a possible executive order.
We don't want a Wild West where you can just do anything, right? We chose to do what we did with Mythos, but there was literally no law, no requirement, preventing us from just offering this thing in the wild with no safeguards.
So should there be?
That's not. Yes. So that's not going to work. Now, the example you gave of the FDA, I think the FDA, slows down medical progress a lot. So, that's a cautionary tale in the other direction.
I had mentioned whether there should be the equivalent of FDA for these models where you have to get them approved before they go out. Yeah. I think they don't love the idea. I don't think they love the FDA idea. He likes the National Transportation Group.
That you monitor it once it's out there?
I think that there's some oversight as cars are coming out, and they're kind of monitoring it all the time, but it's a little bit different.
That's interesting.
That was sort of the model he thought was sort of more interesting in that regard.
I'm sure that is the way that everybody in Silicon Valley kind of reads it. I had a conversation with Jensen Huang the other day, and it was very similar. The idea of government regulation should be there, but not until after we get it out. The whole idea of move fast and break things. They say move fast, not break things, but it's not wanting to ask permission for these things, I think, is pretty universal through the industry.
Meantime, we also got involved in an interesting conversation about what all this could mean for jobs. We talked about how just a couple of weeks ago, Verizon's CEO, Dan Schulman, made headlines warning of 20 to 30% unemployment in the United States within 2 to 5 years due to AI. Here's Jamie Dimon's take on that.
Technologies have made mankind's lives better forever, starting with agriculture and electricity and internet. All these things were used by bad guys too, by the way. All of them got some kind of regulation, proper or over-regulated sometimes. So I think it's a legitimate, when you look at this technology, it is exponential. And if you look at agriculture and steam engine, electricity, internet, it took years to kind of roll those in. And the capitalist society is very good at recreating jobs and creating new things, and life is better. Not always if that town loses the job, loses a factory, but in general better. And we should worry about the people who get hurt by something. So I think it's a legitimate concern. I don't think it's going to be quite like that.
We're going to have a lot more from that interview a little bit later, including a conversation about the state of conversations between Anthropic and the Pentagon.
Yes.
And we'll probably show you a clip of that in just a little bit.
Yeah, look, these are the big ideas that all of these thought leaders are kind of running through at this moment. How do you play it out? Probably the extremes are inaccurate, but there are going to be real places where, Jamie's right, the agricultural, all of these changes that we've watched roll through, but this is faster, and you wonder if that leaves more disruption in the wake.
He also, and we didn't get to show the full clip because it was a much longer conversation, but, talked about what are the things that the government should be doing. Is it really about training? Are there better jobs that they can get you into if you're a truck driver and all of a sudden we have autonomous trucks?
Right.
What are you going to do? Is that the answer? Do you get into a whole sort of redistribution
right, which
UBI
brings up universal
scenario?
basic income, right? That's the question that it comes back to all the time. There are going to be disruptions. There are going to be people who feel pain, and how do you deal with that?
But everyone always says we got to somehow get ahead of it. But I think one of the points that Jamie said was we don't know what ahead of it even means.
Right.
And that's the hardest part about it.
Right.